Hello, welcome back to another episode of our swimming falcon rescue. What we're going to do now is we are going to test all the fuses and see if we can get the ICC unit working while replacing it, of course, and just making sure that before we do the transplant that we know what's working, what's not. That way we're not scratching our heads later thinking, did we do something wrong, or is it an inherent problem? So I'm going to get a power probe, test all the fuses in the engine bay, and then we're going to go in the cabin and test all the fuses. Rightio, let's do it. Yeah, I know this battery's wrong, but it's the only one that I've got that's charged, so that'll have to do. It's okay. The probe's gone loose. Okay, all the fuses here seem to be good. Let's go and do the ones in the cabin. Alright, let's test our fuses. That's alright. See the power probe, just if you're wondering, when it lights up red or green, the red means there's power there, it's live, and the green means that it's detecting in continuity. So Earth, in case the fuse is busted and there's no power to it, only one side would light up green, the other one would be nothing. So that's why I like testing with the power probe, because it gives you both at once. You don't have to run the car to make sure that all the fuses are working. This way it does the in one go, in one swoop. You test all the fuses. This one's suspect. Something's going on with this one. Interesting. Something's going on with that one too. No, something's gone with her. No? What's going on? Alright, what the bloody hell's going on here? We should find out what they're for. see, she cranks, but the pump is cactus. Let's see what happens when we test these ones with the ignition on. Here we go. Well, didn't that make a liar out of me? Righto. Righto. Alright. Now, let's see if we can test the fuel pump again. Alright, here we have an old fuel pump that we're just going to make certain that the way we've done the test leads on the fuel pump is right. So let's get a multimeter, which is right here. Okay, now let's try this one and this one. That's right. And that's right. Okay, so I had it right. The outside tabs are power. So it's got 4 of them. So these 2 are power, and these 2 are for the fuel gauge. Plugged in right. Okay, so we're going to try and give it direct power. Alright, now, the whole point of this exercise was to see if we can jump the pump back into action. And how we're going to do that is like this. Nothing, see, seized. Let's try it backwards. Seized. Seized. Alright. I'm not going to muck around with it too much. I already knew that, already tested that, but this is just for you guys to see what I've done. That pump is on order. Hello, Mr. Bexy. You want to sit down? Sit. Sit. Hey. Sit. You want to say something? All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Enough. All right. Last time I did these tests, this ICC unit didn't work. And in case someone's wondering, ICC is a fancy way of saying Interior Command Center. Now that's fancy. So the ICC wasn't working, but the car still cranks, see? Alright, now let's give it power like that and just play with it, see if anything happens. I think I've already done this before. I think she's cactus. So what we can do here, oh, this is interesting. Okay, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. So this one is unique. This one is unique to the 3-seater with the ashtray and the lighter. So I think we're going to get rid of that. I don't smoke, and I used to, but I don't anymore, so that's going to go. So what we're going to do is remove the ICC. Not if it starts raining, we won't, which looks like it will. And we got dots on the windscreen, and we got a really ugly cloud above us. That'll be right. Only above us, nowhere else. Only directly above us. Wonderful. Okay. Alright. Nevertheless, I think this one's got a couple of screws underneath here to get these little panels off. Maybe even inside here. I'm going to have to get a light. Oh, actually, how do you get these ashtrays out? I forgot now. There we go. No, there's no screw there. Okay, so the ashtray just pulls out gently. We'll put that aside. We'll remove them. We'll remove that one and that one, and then that should expose the bolts for the ICC unit. And we have a screw up here, that one there, and once we, oh, this is going to be interesting. I've never done this like that. Oh, this actually, I think, I see what's going on. On the ones with normal, with the console, this piece, or these pieces, are separate. Here, I think this is part of that. This is part of that. We'll find out in a minute. Let's go get a little stubby screwdriver so we can get under here and undo them. Put a bit of light on the subject, son. It is a Phillips, but it's on an angle. Right, that's very loose. That's as loose as a goose. Look at that. That one's good. See? Look at that, hey? That's all you've got to do. Okay. Okay. We've got to unplug a couple of things at the back here. One of which is, I don't think you can see it. One was the light for the ashtray, and the other one is just the plug for the cigarette lighter. Alright, now that that's there, everything else is the same, like on the console one. See, it's got the one and the second bolt is down there, Same on this side, but there's plenty of videos about these ICCs being removed. You don't really need me to do that. So I'll remove this and we'll get back to it. Okay, now just a little cheat way if you don't have the appropriate scanning tools like Ford. On the ICC unit, this module, this blue one, that's your immobilizer. So we need to swap them around in hopes that it still works, because it's starting, so therefore it should work, but unless we try it we won't know. So I'm going to replace them. That's the donor. It's a tested unit, is a good unit, but we need to replace this module here. So okay, I'll do that and get back here. Here's our original module on our donor unit. Let's go fit it, see if it works. Well, I can't even begin to tell you how much easier it is to plug and unplug this ICC unit, simply because that part of the console is not there. If you've ever done one on a normal two-seater with the console, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is super difficult to unplug these, but here, look, you've got all the room you need. What a bloody brilliant idea. I love it. So I had to share that one, because for all the poor buggers that are suffering with the console, this is just heaven. That's if you can get it. There we go. Alright, one more for the dummies. Okay. Right. Ignition, Captain. Oh yes! She's working. Now we need to get the scanner and calibrate it. Alright, let's go get the scanner. Alright, let's diagnose it. Oh God, what's going on? It wouldn't scan it. That could have something to do with the fact that it's been underwater up to the roof. Let's try this way. Diagnostics. E model is this one. Better have a look. Alright. 2003. Audio. Audio calibration. Okay. There we go. Done it. There we go. Over and out, baby. Yep. So everything works. Let's try the heater. Actually, the fan, yeah. That's up here. It's here. Here we can hear things moving there as well. What we want to be able to test is the heat, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the fuel pump, and then I'm going to run it to see whether that linkage that turns from cold to hot, whether it works or it's broken. So so far we've got success. Bloody wonderful. Alright, let's try and diagnose it. It's 2003. Red current. Electronics port shift switch. Okay, I'm pretty sure this car does not possess this electronics port shift switch. I think that is on the, that's the actual shifter when you change gears manually rather than just leaving it in auto, in drive. So I don't think that's really relevant to us. Let's have a look again. Let's clear them anyway. File, oh really? Oh. Okay. I don't know why these seatbelt codes are there, but we'll clear them. Okay, read them again. We'll be changing these anyway, so is it any wonder that there's so many codes? Things been underwater. Oh yeah, some of it's clearing up. Clear the disease, yes. Okay. Read. No trouble codes. Okay. At least some are clearing up. That's no good. Okay, well, power windows are disconnected. Wipers was working yesterday, so let's clear them. I have no idea what that is, but most of it cleared up. Fuel sender is disconnected. Let's clear it, see what happens. Okay, so whatever that is, doesn't really matter. Alright, so for the most part, we don't really have many problems. Once we change the fuel pump, we'll start it and scan it again, see if things have changed. But at this point, I'm pretty happy with what's come back, considering what this car's been through. So, until we get a fuel pump, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.